Hello, 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 lovely Flutifull people. Welcome to another Flutifull time with me, Claire Holditch. How are you doing today? If you are new to these parts, then I'm here for the next couple of hours bringing you some live music, some friendly chat and some Flutifull facts along the way with a little bit of help from my fabulous moderator, the lovely Rebecca. So who have we got here so far? My mum Janet is here, who is willingly here and made a request but seems to think that we're all doing time. So I'm slightly worried about that. I'm only joking, Mother. I know there was a little bit of a typo issue there. Flutifull time was what you meant, wasn't it? Hello to Wilbur, who's got his request for stand up in straight away. Oh, you've done it. I've done it now, Wilbur. I called it stand up. Stand out. Oh, goodness me. Maybe we should all start again. So Wilbur's here with his request for stand-up straight away before somebody else gets it in. Right, how are we doing, folks? As Rebecca says, it's very cold and windy in East Yorkshire today. The snow is slowly on its way out. There's still plenty around and it's still very slippy. It was very slippy out yesterday. I haven't ventured out today, so I'm not sure quite how slippy it is. But anyway, it's definitely cold, isn't it? But in California, nice to see that it's a beautiful, clear day for you. So enjoy, Wilbur, enjoy. Right, I've got lots and lots to share with you today. So shall we start off with the first request, which is for my latest cover. Shall we see if the video thing works? Hang on, here we go. Is it going to work? Hey, there it is. So you may have seen the latest cover to appear on the channel is my version of Sing It Back by Moloko. This has been on my list for a little while. This is one that I really wanted to do because it's just such a fab chord sequence to this song. It's so cool, and it was very easy to take this from the dance track that we know it as to something a little bit different with a little bit of jazz thrown in. So yeah, this is for all the dance lovers who love jazz as well. This is my version of Sing It Back by Moloko. So this is starting us off today, and I hope you enjoy it. There we go. Hope you enjoyed that one, folks. That's a lively way to start our stream. Thank you to my mother Janet for suggesting it. And as Wilbur says, I'm a sucker for a song that starts slow and picks up to a catchy beat. Yeah, aren't we all? Yeah, so exciting. And yeah, I really enjoyed putting that together. There are so many different things you could do with that song. And yeah, I just wanted to explore putting those two ideas together, really. It's the first time I've tried to do a bit of proper layering dance style in the middle with a bit of a riser going on, if that means anything to anybody. So that was quite exciting, with a few little sound effects as well. So glad that one's going down well. That is a fun one to play around with. And Rebecca has a Flutifull fact for us about Sing It Back. First appeared on its original version on Moloko's second album, I'm Not a Doctor. Yeah, the original is quite different, actually, so do go and check that out. It was released as a single on the 15th of March 1999, reaching number 45 on the UK singles chart. Is that right? I thought it got higher than that. Maybe it didn't. Maybe it was another chart that I was looking at, but there we go. Right, I'm having a slurp of tea. I have the small bunny mug is here today because, as you guys know, I think I've not been teaching today. It's half term, yay! So I have not been teaching, but I've been up to lots and lots of stuff, which I will share bits of as we go along. So I only have the small mug today because I was up and down freely and could fill it up as much as I liked. Wilbur says not familiar with Moloko. Yeah, they're a duo, and they're still going kind of separately now. I can't remember the names. It's Rasheen somebody and Mark somebody, and they've kind of gone their separate ways and are still doing stuff. But there was Sing It Back, and there was another track that was also quite popular at the time, and I can't remember the second one, but they were the two that they were really known for. But yeah, they've produced lots and lots of music together and separately, and worth checking it. It's some interesting stuff. Rebecca says the song experienced chart success. There was a remix by DJ Boris. Sorry, can't pronounce that. Peaking at number 4. There we go. Right, I'm with it now. Yes, Rebecca. So you were talking about the original. Yes, of course. The original only went to 45, and then it was the remix that took it up to number 4. And yeah, there we are. There we go. So yeah, I just think that's a great track, and it's a great chord sequence. I had a lot of fun playing around with that one. Right, so up next we are going to have a little bit of Stand Out. So I suppose this is a good time to fill you in on a little bit of what I've been up to. So I think, I'm on a bit of a writing binge, or I want to be on a little bit of a writing binge. So I've nearly written one more new track, and I'm hoping to share a little sneak preview of that with patrons this week. So if you want to hear a little snippet of something that I'm working on, or maybe a few things, we'll see what happens this week, then you can check out the Patreon Flutifull community from some little extras. What was I going to say then? My mind's completely gone. My mind's completely gone blank. What was I talking about? Making stuff. Yes, oh, that's right. So there will be some sneak peeks, but I'm wanting to keep everybody else updated with what I'm doing, just to give you an idea of what I'm coming up with during the week. So if you want to know what's happening with my writing process, then do follow me on Twitter or Facebook. I'm going to be doing the first update tonight, just to show you what I've been up to. And like I say, I've nearly written a full new track. I've also been working on something else today, which a couple of things actually. One you're going to hear today, so there's an exclusive for you, and one that I'm going to tell you about a little bit later on. So yeah, so do check out the socials for all the updates. But for now, we're going to enjoy my very first original track, which again I'm just so pleased that everybody is really enjoying, and that is Stand Out. Here we go. Okay, that is Stand Out. So if you enjoyed that one and you're interested to know what's next from me, then do check out the social media accounts and even check out the Patreon page if you want some little snippets. Right, now, as Wilbur has correctly informed us of course, it's Valentine's Day today, so I knew we wouldn't escape that one. As Rebecca says, it is a little bit of commercial nonsense, says the woman who used to receive cards from her mum and her sister only. Yes, I know, I think we've all been there, haven't we? So I'm not a big fan of Valentine's Day, I have to say, and I don't really have any real love songs to play you, apart from maybe Wind Beneath My Wings. I did think I thought I'd give you a fact about St Valentine. So I didn't know this, but I just looked this up. St Valentine wasn't just patron saint of love; he was also patron saint of. Are you ready? He was patron saint of epilepsy. Not quite sure why. There'll be a reason, I suppose, why that is the case. And he's a patron saint of beekeeping. So you know, we get obsessed with this love thing, but actually, he was the patron saint of other things as well. So I wasn't going to talk really much about Valentine's Day because I don't really have a lot to say about that. But today is another very, very special day, which I almost forgot about. Shock horror, I'm going to admit that now. Because today, folks, is Bolero Day. Oh yes, it's Bolero Day. So you may know what I'm talking about or you may not. It's Bolero Day because back in 1984, Jane Torval and Christopher Dean, two ice dancers from Nottingham in the UK, competed at the Winter Olympics in Sarajevo and came home with the gold medal. I looked up their score earlier. They received 12 out of 18 perfect 6.0 scores because the skating at that point was done in the old scoring system, and they had a maximum of 9 6.0 for their artistic impression, which was kind of really, really unheard of. So as you know, and Rebecca's just informing you in the chat, I do have a little bit of a history of skating. So I was a little bit bemused by the fact that I'd forgotten this fact. And of course the tune that they skated to was Ravel's Bolero. So when I remembered this morning, I thought, oh my goodness me, I'm going to have to dig out Ravel's Bolero, aren't I? So I've dug it out. It's not the best version in the world, and I'll explain why in a second, but just to give you some information on Bolero and how it what Torval and Dean did with it when they skated to it. So Bolero is over 17 minutes long. It's a long, epic kind of standalone piece, and I know that because I've played the whole thing. I'll talk about that a little bit later on. And Torval and Dean needed a piece that was no longer than 4 minutes long. So they took it to an arranger, and I should have found out the name of the arranger, and I didn't, so forgive me for that. But he informed them that the shortest it could really be was 4 minutes 28, and that's to do with the composition of the piece, because it starts off very, very it starts off just with a drum, and then the parts kind of slowly come in and it reaches this massive climax. So once he looked at it, he worked out, right, okay, the minimum you can do is 4 minutes 28. So I went back to Torval and Dean, and they actually went into the rules of skating and the competition and discovered that the rules said that it actually starts from when their blades set foot on the ice. So they had this amazing idea of actually starting on their knees, so their skates weren't on the ice, and doing the first few seconds like that, and then from the moment they hit the ice, then that was the timing. So they used a 4 minute 28 version. Now, as I say, I tried to look for this earlier, couldn't easily find a version. So I had to find, I found a MIDI file which was of the whole thing. And I thought, okay, well, one, I need to tinker about with that to make it sound pretty good, and two, we're not going to do the whole thing right now. So what I've done is I've done a little sequence so I can play you the main little bits of Bolero, just so we get a feel for it, because I thought I have to do this. It's Bolero Day. So we're going to hear a little version of Bolero. I apologise for the track. It's not the best quality. I need to do a lot of fiddling around to make this good, but I really would like to do my own proper version of this now that will be about 4 minutes long, and I can do it. I've got the track to do it with, but like I say, I just did not have time. It wasn't going to happen in a day. It wasn't going to happen in a day. So I hope you enjoy. It's a little tribute to ice dancing legends Jane Torvald and Christopher Dean. This is a little bit of bolero. There we go, so just a little bit of fun that I put together earlier. As you can see, that track needs a lot of work to make it sound good, but I do have the full thing with all the parts and everything, so so when I get round to it, I'll make a version. What do we think? Would that be good, having a version of our own version of Bolero? I don't know why I've never thought of it before, because it's just such an obvious thing to do. I'm definitely not going to make it the full thing, the full 17 minutes. Like I say, I have played the full thing. It requires a massive amount of stamina for the flute part. The two flute parts just never stop throughout it, and it's a big play, because I've done it with Culture Orchestra. I've got something to tell you about Culture Orchestra later on. But yeah, so I'm not going to make the full thing, but we'll do a version. I think. Wilbur says someday Claire should show us her medal. Yes, I actually hunted for it earlier, Wilbur, because I thought about that. That came in my head. And I had a look, and I don't think it's here. I think it might be at your house, Mother. So when I'm next at your house, we need to hunt that out, because I think it's at your house. I don't think it's here. It's not where it would be if it was in my house, if that makes sense. So so yeah, I need to hunt that out. Mum says Bolero would be great. Okay, we will do a proper version of Bolero at some point. Yeah, because that would be good, won't it? Right. Normal kind of proceedings are resuming if there is such a thing as normal proceedings. Do keep getting those requests in, folks. Lots of time to play all the tunes you would like to hear today. Next up, my mummy would like to request Last Rose of Summer. Oh, this is lovely, isn't it? Nice, relaxing piece after kind of a bit of a frantic start to the stream. So this is a traditional tune which I've put into a little arrangement, and I will do my usual kind of improvising around as well. So I hope you enjoy a little bit of The Last Rose of Summer. we go. Last Rose of Summer. Lovely traditional English tune for you there. Hope you enjoyed it, and thank you to my mummy for suggesting it. Always lovely to play that one. Good evening to Casarella from a very cold Hasland, and of course to Auntie Mary and Uncle Michael. Hello, giving you a big wave. Lovely to have you here, and thank you for getting your request in. That's fantastic. I was listening while cleaning the kitchen, made me grow quicker. Oh, well, maybe I should have played the whole of the Bolero, and you'd have been cleaned the whole kitchen by then. Goodness me. There we go. Right, more tea is required, folks, before we go any further. More tea, more tea, more tea, more tea. Right. What else do I have to tell you? Well, like I say, I've got lots of things to tell you. One of which is, which one shall we do first? Well, let's talk a little bit about a bit more about the new stuff, because I just said about the updates, which I will be posting on social media over the past next few days. But there's something else on the cards, folks. So I'm not going to say too much because I'm just waiting for this to, well, not to happen because it's kind of happened, but I'm just waiting to finalise things. But I got a little collaboration going on. So I was sent a beautiful piece of music the other day, and I've done a little collaboration with the composer who's also playing on the track, and written a few different bits to go with it. And yeah, it's going to be a really nice track, something different. So it's me and another instrumentalist. I'm not even going to say what the instrument is. I'm going to leave it a surprise. But it's really, really lovely, and I've enjoyed playing around with it. And yeah, it's just so amazing that you can contact other musicians, you know, in this online world, and just work with them and record stuff together, and put it together. Just, isn't it great? So, so I'm hoping that might even be ready. If I get the go ahead, I'm waiting from the other end to kind of say, yeah, that's good. I'm going to put a little video together, and yeah, that will be hopefully out for patrons this week. Might even be tomorrow or Tuesday. Going to have to see. And I want to release it on general release on Friday. So that's going to be something new for this week, a little bit of a collaboration, an original piece. So really hope you enjoy that, folks. As I say, it's just wonderful to be able to work with musicians, especially because I'm not working with them in real life. It's just lovely, and yeah. So there we go. So I hope you enjoy that one when it comes about. I'm sure it will happen. So yeah, there we go. Right, let's have some more music then. So this is Wilbur's request for Valentine's Day. Yes, I suppose this is in the Valentine's realm, isn't it? Yes, we'll allow that, Wilbur. So this is Wilbur's request for Valentine's Day. This is the lovely One Hand, One Heart from West Side Story. One Hand, One Heart from West Side Story, and as Wilbur correctly identified, of course, West Side Story based on the Shakespeare play Romeo and Juliet, so very, very appropriate, very, very appropriate for Valentine's Day. Kurt's here. Hello, Kurt. What did I miss? Dancing song, you know what I mean? Yes. Well, we played. We did sing it back right at the beginning, Kurt. But you know, there's plenty more dancey numbers on my list, so we can have one of those. We can have sing it back again if people want it. You know, I don't mind doing things twice. What else? We've been celebrating Bolero Day with a little bit of Bolero, just a very short snippet. I'm going to make a proper thing of that. And what else have we talked about? We just talked about me doing some more writing, and I'm going to be sharing that on social media. The one thing we haven't talked about yet, folks, of course, is the fact that we've got to 300 subscribers. So thank you so much. I know I talked about this last week. I think it was must have been Tuesday, wasn't it, when I said, oh, we're getting close to 300 subscribers here on YouTube, and yeah, we've now made it. So thank you for spreading the word and watching faithfully, coming back time and time again, and liking the video and sharing it and all the rest of it, because I can see from the stats that we can see at the other side of YouTube how the views are really going up now. In fact, just to give you an idea, generally, well, I thought it was the past month or so, I've kind of hit around 200 views every couple of days, and today actually it seems to have shot up to 400, so there we go. That's just what's happening. So yes, as Rebecca says, thank you so much in your help sharing and promoting this channel, because it's just well, it's a real kind of, it sounds really cheesy, doesn't it, but it's kind of a dream of mine to be able to just perform more. That was the whole intention, and now it's become a whole community and everything. So so just thank you so much, and yeah, let's keep growing and going. Hello to Rolly, who's just joined us. Fabulous to have you here, Rolly. Video, what was that, Wilbur? What were you looking for? Hang on, I've missed that. Oh, the scherzo. Yeah, no, it's not on the list. It's, you can definitely watch the scherzo. The reason that I don't really play that one, I think I did do it on stream once, but I'm kind of reluctant to do it, if I'm honest, because it's a complex piece, and without, you know, having practiced it and knowing that it's in my fingers, I don't really feel completely comfortable doing it on stream. But you can go and enjoy the video if you want to hear it, and I'm very pleased that you like it. I know Morris, the composer, will really enjoy that. And like I say, there's a little bit of new music coming up in a collaboration that I'm doing, which I might be able to do on stream. Actually, I'm going to ask the composer if that's okay. But yeah, no, I'm going to pass on the scherzo if that's all right. But you can go and watch the video afterwards. Right, we've got one more request coming up, folks, so do get those requests in. And now we're going to the fabulous music of Evanescence, which, if you don't know their music and you're kind of a bit hesitant, because, you know, it is on the rock spectrum, it's not really metal, it's more symphonic rock, I suppose I would call it, then do go and check them out. They're I think anybody who really likes rock, is coming from a rock point of view or coming from a classical point of view, you know, it might just be something, if you want to kind of expand your styles that you listen to, this might be a way in. So so yeah, talking of that, actually, I'm going to say this while I remember, because otherwise I'll forget. Rolly, the band you suggested, was it Tull? I can't remember their name. You're going to have to type it in the chat. I thought they were great. I had a good listen, and they are more on the metal spectrum, aren't they? But they're like folk metal. They have a violinist and an accordion player. I mean, that's just random, but it works. It's really cool. So thank you for sharing that. Is it Tull? You're going to have to put the name in the chat because I can't remember. But worth a listen. Yeah, quite cool. And like I said, there's a musical genres of all kinds nowadays, aren't there? You know, there's rock with classical, there's metal with folk, there's all sorts. So yeah, do explore that a little bit if you're interested. But for now, we're going to hear a little bit of Evanescence with My Immortal. There we are, My Immortal Evanescence. Hope you enjoyed that one, folks. Always nice to play that one. Just remind me, I can picture the video that I did with all the Aurora Borealises and things. It was, yeah, so beautiful, isn't it? And Rebecca has a Flutifull fact for us. On the strength of the singles Bring Me to Life and My Immortal, Evanescence album Fallen sold more than 70 million copies worldwide and helped the band win 2 Grammys. Yes, I remember listening to that album when I was at university. One of my housemates introduced me to it, and yeah, it's a great album. So do check that out if you enjoyed that. Rolly says, Teresa's, that's it, Teresa's. Go and check out Teresa's. Casarella, you will like Teresa's. There's my recommendation for you. Go and check them out. Finnish folk metal. Fabulous stuff. Hello to my friend Maria. Happy Valentine's Day to you, my dear. Yes, thank you. Kurt says, I'm wearing the t-shirt and hoodie. It's very comfortable. Yes, Kurt has ordered some Flutifull merchandise, as sported by myself today, from the T-mail stores, and it arrived really, really quickly, didn't it, Kurt? So that's great, and I'm glad it's doing you well, very comfortable. Yeah, I haven't even got a hoodie. I've only got the T-shirt, so I'm getting a little bit jealous of your hoodie now. I might have to get myself a hoodie. Rolly says, I think the name I'm referring to some folk tale sea monster. Okay, right, yeah, that's where they get the name from. Yes, I think I did read that. Yeah. Well, it's very, very listenable metal is how I'm going to term it. It's very melodic. You can hear that folky influence. It's very easy to listen to. So if you're just a little bit curious but a bit worried about it's all a bit loud and shouty, then don't be. Just go and have a listen, because I think it's just great stuff. Yeah, and they're still going, aren't they? Right, I'm going to have some tea before we go any further. And we have a couple of requests on the board. Do keep those requests coming, folks. As always, you know how to request. Just check out the song list and type what you'd like to hear in the chat. Requests are completely free, but if you'd like to donate something to the stream, I did it right, you can do it via the coffee button. Right, we're going to hear the Turkish Rondo by Mozart next. We are going to hear the Turkish Rondo when I remember to get the music, because I remembered halfway through playing the last tune that the books that I need are on the bookshelf. So I'm going to wheel myself over to the bookshelf and grab books. We need that one, and I'll get the others out just in case. Right, all sorted. So we're going to hear a little bit of this Turkish Rondo. This is the second piece of Mozart that I've managed to add to the list. I'm definitely going to add some more Mozart. In fact, I've got one in mind that I want to add to the list already. So we'll definitely be having some more Mozart in the future. But for now, we're going to hear the little cheeky Turkish Rondo, which is from Mozart's Piano Sonata in A. I hope you enjoy it. got me again, folks. I thought I was doing so well with all the repeat marks in that. And then no, there was another one at the end. Oh, goodness me, there we go. But what a fun tune that is. Very, very cheeky fun tune from our Mozart there. There we go. Right. Rolly says the lyrics, so this is Teresa's, the lyrics are used Finnish, Swedish, English and Latin. Wow, the vocals are utilising various techniques and at least 2 singers as far as I know. Wowee, so it's interesting stuff. Oh, thank you, Wilbur! Happy Valentine's Bolero Day. Thank you, Wilbur, for the coffee, much appreciated. Yeah, wow. I am going to listen to more Teresa's because it does sound very interesting stuff, Rolly, and there's definitely lots of stuff going on in there. So yeah, definitely worth checking out. And Rolly also says, this is the Turkish Rondo. Yeah, it's one of those tunes, isn't it? It's one of those tunes that, you know, you just don't know what it is. So there we go. And Rebecca has another Flutifull fact for us, well, a quiz for us about Mr. Mozart. How many symphonies did Mozart compose in his early childhood between 1764, 1771. Ooh, very good question. Thank you, Mummy, for the coffee. Very good question, Rebecca. I do not know the answer to that. So yeah, I don't know. I'm going to be honest, do not know that one, but I know he wrote quite a few symphonies in total. By the time he died in 1791, so this was the first, how many symphonies did he compose in his childhood? I mean, that's remarkable, isn't it? It's a remarkable thing. Right, I'm going to have one more slurp of tea, and then we're going to have some more music. And Kurt really wants to hear something dancey, don't you? Kurt says, I feel like Blondie or Hull Fair. I'll have both. You can have both. Of course you can have both. So we're going to go hop over from the classical back to the dance. And we're going to start off with a little bit of Blondie. This is Heart of Glass. There we go, Heart of Glass by Blondie. I hope you were having a bit of a disco around your room to that one, folks. Always a fun one to play. Thank you to Kurt for suggesting it and requesting it. There we go. Right, let's catch up with the chat. So, we're still on the symphonies. We're still looking at the symphonies. Rolly's trying to work it out mathematically. You've guessed 14. Okay, 14. Close, but no cigar, apparently. Okie dokie. Wilbur says, I wonder how many Mozart symphonies Claire has played. I think the answer to that is 0, Wilbur. I don't actually think I've ever played any of them in an orchestra, if that's what you mean. I don't think I've done. I may have done, but I don't think I've ever played them, any of them actually. So yeah. Oh, Rolly's increasing the guess to 16. Okay, we'll see if that's correct. Oh, wait, the answer is 13. There are 12 unnumbered symphonies from this time period. Yeah, he wrote but in the end he wrote over 40, didn't he? I think. I'm sure there's 40, at least 40 symphonies. Rebecca will tell us, I'm sure, in a moment. Quite remarkable, considering he died at such a young age, of course. Remarkable stuff, and all just equally as interesting and creative and all the rest of it. You know, he was the pure definition of genius, wasn't he? Right, but we're continuing now with the dance music. We're going to the toccatina, faithfully friendly? What's the word I need? Otherwise known as, I can't think of another word, the whole fair music. So this is Pietro Young's Toccatina, which has been realised by me into something quite different, and I hope you enjoy having a little bit of a boogie to it. Toccatina. Hope you enjoyed that one, everybody. Thank you to Kurt for requesting in that. Yes, that's always fun to play. R.E. Mozart. There are 41 numbered symphonies and an additional 20 whose year of composition and or composer is distributed. Oh my goodness me, that's quite remarkable. I can't even begin to think about writing anything close to a symphony. A huge undertaking, and marvellous to think that he wrote so many so long ago when all you've got is a pen and paper and your brain. I mean, just remarkable, really, just remarkable. Undisputed. I wonder. I did think when I read that just really doesn't make sense, does it? But my brain wasn't really processing it. Disputed is the word. Right, okay, fine. Oh, there we go. Right. What is coming up next? Oh, Kurt would like to know some ideas for the next big project. Is this after the tank, Kurt? Goodness me. So you finished the tank. If you haven't seen pictures of Kurt's tank that he's built, then go and check out my Twitter. I think I retweeted it, didn't I? Amazing, just amazing. And you're wanting another project. Well, do we have some options, Kurt? Let us know if you've got any ideas, and we'll see. Maybe we can have a bit of a vote and see which one goes down the best. Right, back to the music though. So I was hoping some beatboxing would come up today, because one of the things that, of course, I have to tell you about is the next beatbox cover. Because if you remember last week, I said we were going to have a poll in the Patreon community as to which of the beatbox covers I was going to get round to recording next, so that we can have it on the stream. And the results are in. So should we have a little drum roll? The winner is Lady Gaga, Born This Way. That was the very last one that I did last year for Global Pride. So that's the winner, folks. So that's another job on my list of things to do, record the parts for Born This Way. But that's a really, really fun one, because it's if you've watched the video, it's got singing and playing and beatboxing and flutter tongue. It's got all the good stuff, you know, that I like to explore. So I'm quite excited to get back to that one. So yeah, I will get that done as soon as possible, and then we can have it on the stream. But for today, we're going to hear one of the little studies by Greg Patillo. Sorry, Greg Patillo, which has become a bit of a favourite. This is Blue Line. Oh, Blue Line. I always know about it when I've played one of those. I stop and I go, oh. Because as you can appreciate, there's not really much time for breathing or doing anything other than making noises when you're playing one of those. But it's good fun. It's good fun. Right. Oh, Kurt's giving us an update. I was thinking watertight project. Oh my goodness, Kurt. Watertight project or a blimp. That's the only thing I can think of. Wow. So if it's boats, we're talking boats, aren't we, I suppose? Or a submarine. Submarine would be cool. Or a blimp, so an airship. Yeah, well, then you're looking at kind of droney type things, aren't you, I suppose? Yeah. Well, what do we think to that, folks? Something water-based or something air-based? I suppose that's different to what you. Well, you build. I think you were building. Were you building a boat before? Anyway, let's see what people think. Boats or airships, people? What do we think? What do we think? What goes down best? Because I know, Kurt, you're building these things, aren't you, to do some charity events and stuff with, which is fantastic. So, so which one do we think goes down better? Right, Rebecca's posted a link to Mozart's Symphony Number 40, Simon Rattle and the Berlin Phil. Oh, nice, nice. So if you're interested in hearing some of Mozart's symphonies, then do go and follow the link. Thank you, Rebecca. Maria says there's a submarine in Beverly Beck. Yes, maybe you could go there, Kurt, for some inspiration. Yeah, there you go. Submarines are just cool, aren't they? We all live in a young submarine. Exactly. You know, there's even been songs written about them. Right. Casarella says, Cordelia's on the PS4 and her friend Romano can hear you, and he said how good you are. Thank you, Romano. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Shall we add something gamified to the queue? What do you? Well, I think Cordelia's heard most of my stuff, hasn't she? But would we like a little bit of Tomb Raider, or do we want a bit of Sonic? Oh, I was going to add Sonic the Hedgehog to the list because Sonic the Hedgehog 2, the movie's been announced. Are you excited for that one, Kurt? Yes, maybe we should add a bit of Sonic. I was going to do that, so thank you for the reminder. Rebecca says it belongs to a good friend of mine. It's such a small world. So there we go. If you want a guided tour of the submarine, then maybe Rebecca's the person to see about that one. Right. Before we go any further, let's do some more music. Let's go back to Mozart, since we're having a bit of a Mozart fest with the other Mozart that is currently available on the list, and that is the Eine kleine Nacht. This has become definitely a favourite, hasn't it? Because it's just so lovely and smiley and cheeky and always designed to put you in a good mood. So here we are, we're going back to Mr. Mozart for a bit of his Eine kleine Nacht music.
The opening of Eine kleine Nachtmusik. Hope you enjoyed that one. Folks, a little bit of rock and roll from the 1700s for you there. Fabulous stuff it is too. Right, Sonic the Hedgehog. We definitely want Sonic the Hedgehog. Brilliant. It is in the queue. We're going to have that next, I think. Fantastic. Rolly says, I'm bound to choose between Nachtmusik and Turkish Rondo whenever cheekiness is required. You're getting it, Rolly, you're getting it. That's it. Right, I think Kurt's decided on a boat, is that right? Boat type project, what type of boat? So should it be a sub? Should it be a battleship? Or an aircraft carrier? Well, there's lots to choose from. Or Rolly's suggesting a Viking longboat. Wow, that's cool. Or Titanic. Yes, you can get all those model, proper ornate ones, can't you, with all the sails and things that you have to do. Very intricate. Are you looking for an intricate project, Kurt, or are you looking for something a little bit more robust? I suppose something intricate would be the exact opposite of the tank, wouldn't it? It would be nice to see some photos of you making it. Definitely, yes. Lots of material for social media there. Right. Let's go to the gamers then. So this is for all the gamers in the room and for all the people looking forward to the Sonic the Hedgehog movie, which has just been announced. I think it's not until, is it next year, Kurt? Do you know when they said it was actually coming out? I don't know. I think they've literally just announced it's happening, haven't they? I don't think it's even been made or anything yet. But for those that are looking forward to it and those who love their gaming, in particular their retro gaming, let's have a little bit of Sonic the Hedgehog. So this is the Green Hill Zone theme from the original Sonic the Hedgehog and also the Marble Zone theme. Hope you enjoy it.
Ah, Sonic the Hedgehog! Yes, the old ones are the best, aren't they? Classic tunes for you there, folks. Rebecca has a Flutifull fact. While Sonic and Eggman were the only characters introduced in the first Sonic game. Is that right? There were only... Oh, yeah, I suppose it was. The series would go on to have a large cast of characters, yes. And Rebecca shared some of them with you. Miles, Tails, Knuckles, Shadow have been the ones. Yes, I know. I remember Tails. He was in the second one, wasn't he? And Knuckles was one that I remember vaguely, and after that I'm kind of lost. I have to admit. You know, I'm a retro gamer at heart, folks. In talking of which, I'm still working through Final Fantasy 12. I think I'm just about over halfway through. It's tough. It's tough going. You have to work at it, you know. It's an investment. It's definitely an investment, but it's a really nice thing to do away from music and just having a little bit of a break and another way to, you know, use the old brain. So I do, and I'm enjoying getting back into my gaming, I have to say. Right, a bit more tea I think is required. What time is it? It's 24 minutes past 6 GMT, so we have about half an hour left. I can't see how many there are in the queue. Rebecca will know, so let us know, Rebecca, how many tunes we think we've got time for before we finish. And next up, we are going back to the classical world, to a tune that I very, very much enjoy performing. I know I say that about all of them, don't I? So it's a silly thing to say, but this is just so beautiful, and I get to pretend that I'm a violin here, because this is originally written for violin orchestra as part of the opera Thais. Really, really beautiful piece of music. Quite dreamy, quite dramatic. You've kind of got everything rolled into one here. So I hope you enjoy this. This is the meditation from Massenet's Thais. Oh, beautiful, beautiful piece of music from Massenet's opera Thais. Very, very gorgeous, and a thank you to my mummy for requesting that today. Always nice to play. Oh, we've had such a mix of music again, folks. This is what I like about this. I just love going from one thing to another and seeing where that leads us. It's just marvellous, isn't it? To just enjoy music for what it is. It's all just wonderful stuff. It's all made up of the same notes, and yeah, because it's just great to explore that in a different way as we do here all the time. Rebecca has a quiz based on Massenet. Massenet was a French composer of the Romantic era, best known for his operas. The two most frequently staged are Manon and which other? Ah, so not Thais, I'm guessing then, Rebecca. Oh, I'm racking my brains now for Massenet operas. All right, let's see if anybody can come up with that one. Right, Kurt has narrowed down his next project. Two designs: jet-powered high-speed boat, or World War II high-speed torpedo launcher. God, I can't even say it. Wow, we'll take your pick from those, folks. Well, I suppose the torpedo launcher would go with the tank, wouldn't it? So if you were going to do things with the tank, you could have them both together. I don't know. Or do you want something completely different in the form of something jet-powered and high-speed? What do we think, folks? What do we think? Right, I'm just wondering if there's anything I haven't told you yet that I need to tell you. We talked about Bolero Day, didn't we? We talked about Born This Way. I've talked about writing stuff, and I've talked about collabing. So I think I've told you what I'm up to. So that's all good. I can relax, relax in the knowledge that I've said everything I was intending to say. I think. Oh, right. So we got 3 more things in the queue. I think we've got room for. I think we've got definitely room for an end piece, haven't we? So get your votes in now for an end piece, folks. Do you want something upbeat to finish today, or do we want something restful and sedate, or do we want something in between? I don't know. Get your suggestions in now for our final piece of the stream. Calzarella's, I think, said what I said. Yeah, the torpedo launcher in keeping with the tank. You see, you can have a whole collection then of World War II things, can't you? That would be a way to go. But maybe that's the thing. Right. While we think about that one, let's get on with the next tune. So next we are going to another work of musical theatre. Of course, we just had a piece from opera, so we're now going to something that's a little bit more lighter. I suppose this is music hall kind of stuff. And this is I Dreamt I Dwelt in Marble Halls. I think you got the suggestion for this one from Marble Hill Zone with Sonic the Hedgehog. Completely different thing, but both to do with marbles. So that's where the idea for this one has come from. And I know this is one of my mum's favourites, so I know she'll enjoy this. This is I Dreamt I Dwelt in Marble Halls by Michael Balfe. Oh, lovely little tune. I dreamt I dwelt in marble halls. What a lovely kind of idea as well. So I hope you enjoyed that one. Thank you to Rolly for suggesting it. Right, have I got time for more tea? There's always time for more tea, isn't there? Always time for more tea. Marble Halls almost has a waltz feel to it. Yes, well, it is in three. It's in three, so it has that feel of a waltz. Quite a quick waltz, I think, if you were going to waltz to it, but it could waltz to it. Technically, will be. Yes, that would work definitely. I don't know. Again, when we was thinking about waltzes and me saying I didn't have any, I do have some. There we go. Right. Oh, Rebecca's given us a clue to the opera. The name of the opera is also the name of a caramel candy sweet, which is advertised heavily in the UK around C-word time. Oh, what am I missing here? Why can I not think of it? Ooh. Oh, goodness me. You've got me, Rebecca. What is it? Ah. Oh, I'm going to have to keep thinking. Right. Oh, we've made a decision. Kurt's made a decision. Torpedo launcher. Wow. Well, that sounds very interesting build, Kurt, and it definitely goes together with the tank, doesn't it? So good luck with that one. Do keep us posted. Let us know have some pictures of you building it as well. I think that's very interesting. Yeah. Oh, the answer from Rebecca is Werther. Well done, Rebecca. Look at that. Werther. I don't even think I've heard of that, actually. I don't think I've heard of that. I will remember that now with that fabulous clue that you gave. We're going to have to check that out, aren't we? Werther by Massenet. And you'll always think of the sweet in question when you hear that now. Brilliant. Right, let's keep going and then we can get through these requests, can't we? So, next on the board, Star Trek Voyager. Wilbur would like to hear a bit of Star Trek today. There's always time for Star Trek, isn't there? And as you know, folks, it's my mission to work my way through all of the themes and some of the music as well. I really want to do the Inner Light. If you know your Star Trek, the flute theme that Picard plays from Next Gen, I really want to do that as well because it's absolutely beautiful. But I am going to do the themes. So far we have Voyager and the original series, and today we're going to hear from Star Trek Voyager. Oh, the theme from Star Trek Voyager, the fourth incantation of the Star Trek franchise. Hope you enjoyed that one, everybody. It's definitely fun to play. Rebecca says, I dreamt I'd open Marvel Halls is usually played around 86. I love the way you say usually played around 86. I know you're not actually referring to me, but I have no idea how fast I was playing it. A ballroom waltz is typically played between 84 and 90, so it's spot on. I have a feeling that backing track is a little bit faster than that. It feels quite fast, but it might not be. But there we go. So yeah, that would make a good waltz, Wilbur. Very good. Rebecca says, own up to using Chris's facts there. Oh, you're allowed to use any sources you like, Rebecca. You're the only person who is allowed to use all the sources. Wilbur, not allowed to Google these things, remember. Kurt says, good thing I'm going to work tomorrow. I got more designing kits. Oh, well, you've got to keep financing all these projects, haven't you? Definitely. And Wilbur, yeah, agree. Look forward to seeing the projects. Do take some pictures as you're building them. I think that's really interesting to see them, as they come together, isn't it? As Rebecca suggested. Right. We're going to keep going. We've got 3 more requests on the board and we're going to get them all in. So next up, Rebecca has had this on the board for a while and she keeps shifting it around. We'll always play your requests, Rebecca. This is the beautiful, beautiful Morceau de Concord. I hope I'm kind of getting that right, by Forêt. This is a beautiful piece which was originally for flute, I'm sure, I'm right in saying that, flute and piano, and it's just sublime. If you enjoyed the meditation earlier, then you will enjoy this because it's got the same kind of feel in a sense. So I hope you enjoy this. This is Morceau de Concord. Oh, the beautiful Morceau de Concord by Fauré. And like I say, if you like the meditation, I'm sure you enjoyed that one. And it's just that little bit further, more contemporary than the Massenet. So it's a little bit more more impressionistic. The harmony is a little bit more French impressionist style rather than more romantic in the Massenet, if you're interested in your musical styles. So there we go. Rebecca says, Morceau de Concord is such a stunning piece for it is best. Yeah, you need to get hands on the sheet music. Oh, well, Rebecca, we've got to get you playing this. It's so divine to play. You've got so much... There's so much movement in it because the piano part is so simple. So the piano just literally plays crotchets all the way through, and you can just move these notes around. Rubato, I know I like a bit of rubato, and the colours, the tone colours you can use in this piece are stunning. So it's only very short, but you have to play it. I think we can sort you out with some music, Rebecca. It's really, really beautiful. So there we go. Right, 2 more in the queue, folks. We're going to have a bit of Tull, and we're going to have some Tomb Raider as well. Great items to finish with. So yeah. What else do I have to say? Shall I say it now? Let's say it before we move on to the Boré. Oh, Maria's off. See you soon, my dear. See you soon. So what's happening with me this week? Well, I'm going to keep you updated on what I am writing. So if you head over to Twitter or Facebook, some point after the stream, I am going to update you on what I've been doing writing-wise, and I'm going to post some little spoilers in the Patreon community. So that's going to happen kind of throughout the week. Tomorrow or Tuesday there may be a collaboration video, fingers crossed. We've got to see if that happens, and if it does, it will be on the Patreon page and then hopefully be on my YouTube channel on Friday. Tuesday, of course, usual time of 4 PM. There will be another Flutifull time, and a week today on Sunday 5 PM there will be another Flutifull time again. So there we go. Yeah, Rebecca's just popped the Twitter handle in the chat. We should have a social command now, Rebecca. Let's see if this works. I tried to program the bot yesterday. Oh, hang on, I never managed to do it on my iPad. Let's do it on my computer. So if you are interested in following me on Facebook or Twitter, but you're not sure how to find me, then hopefully this should be the command. Oh, I've just typed it in, I don't know what it's going to do now. Oh, it's come up there. Right, okay. Let's see if it happens. There we go. So if you want to follow any of my socials, then there are the links. Right, shall we do it? Let's have Boré. Here we go. Oh, the fabulous Beret from Jethro Tull. Hope you enjoyed that one, folks. Right, one more to go. We're going to finish off with a little bit of Tomb Raider. So I've already kind of given you all the details for the week, haven't I? I hope that's all you need. And yeah, I hope you'll have a look at my social media things just to see what I'm up to. I can't wait to write some new stuff and share it all with you. And if you're a patron, you're going to get some little previews as well. How exciting! Yeah, I'm really excited to spend the week writing. It's a new thing for me, but I'm very excited to try it. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. Right, to finish off our Flutifull time today, we're going to go back to the wonderful world of video games and enjoy a little bit of the theme from Tomb Raider 1, which is 25 years old this year. Oh, I'm going to say that very quickly. Right, okay, here we go. Tomb Raider 1. that finishes off our Flutifull time for today. Hope you enjoyed that one. Thank you so much for joining me today. It's been so much fun to share such a variety of music with you, as always, and learn something about it and share some chat and some facts and everything else. It's just it's such a good thing to do, isn't it? So thank you so much just for being here. Thank you for spreading the word. We're now at 300 subscribers, which is kind of amazing, really. So let's keep spreading the word and growing our little community. Thank you so much for the coffees, which of course really help to fund this and to keep enabling me to grow it. Thank you so much to Rebecca, who does such a good job of looking after us all in the chat. And yeah, I think that's everything I need to say. So check out my social media links if you want to hear a little bit about what I'm up to writing wise, and I hope to see you again very soon on another Flutifull time. So until then, stay safe folks, and more importantly, stay Flutifull. See you later, bye.